Hello, Audio Marks, coming to you from the Sachem Public Library. Welcome to the Marks for Life podcast with your hosts, Jimmy and CJ, two casuals turned Marks wrestling fans, to give you a direct line to all things in the squared circle. Enter the ring at your own risk. We pull no punches, we hit hard, and we will slam you with all the info you need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I said! And welcome to this week's episode of Marks for Life podcast. My name is CJ.
And I'm Jimmy.
And this week, we're going to get into the inaugural Mae Young Classic. The finals has been released. It is going to be live this Tuesday, September 12th, after SmackDown, 10 o'clock on the WWE Network. Do you know the final participants?
No, not yet. I haven't caught up yet. I only saw the first four. That's why this is a part one. We're splitting this up into two. Although if you want to spoil it, I mean, how do you want to talk about this? Do you want to go into everything? Because I'm fine getting spoiled. It's all right.
You want to get spoiled?
I do. I mean,
who do you think the final two? Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into who he thinks it is, his reactions to all of it, so on and so forth. But anyways, how's everything been?
School started, and wow, just this semester is going to be interesting. I have some very interesting, colorful characters as professors this year. That is wow, just wow. Where do I even begin? I just told you about the story about my Spanish, but I guess I could tell everyone here. So last Friday, not this past Friday, when this podcast dropped, was the first. What was Friday? September. Was it the first or the second? But it was like one of those. It was during that week, and I had Spanish 1 on that day, and
the second. It was
the second. All right.
So the first.
It was the second, and I had Spanish 1 that day, and we got in. The professor comes in, and she was very late. That's how you started off. She was very late. And when she came in, she was talking, and she wasn't like speaking Spanish or like English. She was mumbling, so it was hard to understand, but you could catch like every other word if she was speaking English. Then she kept asking, and then she asked us to write down on a, what was it? One of those cards. What are they called?
Index cards?
Index cards, but on our name, our information, how much Spanish have you taken, like high school. And when I gave her my card, I had written down I took 4 years in high school. Bear in mind, I graduated high school back in 2013.
Yes.
So 4 years, I have a bit of rust on me. And she said, "Oh, you're too advanced for this class. You need to go to Spanish 2. And I'm like, "No." And there's a whole bunch of us that couldn't go. There's like 6 other people. Mm-hmm. And she told us we had to go all the way to the language office. Then we had to go back because the person that was supposed to be there was not there. And we couldn't change it. We had to change it on our own time. And it was like, okay, so I tried changing it on my own time. I don't remember the number for my priority registration. And that day that I did it was the last day to add and drop classes. Mm-hmm. So if I didn't get done that day, I would have been screwed. So needless to say, I got switched into a better, quote unquote, better Spanish class because now it's on a different day. So now the days I have it are a little bit more free. So that's always a good thing. Now I have an extra day that I can work to get money and stuff like that for my job. And then a nice free day to hang out with my girlfriend and hopefully to do this podcast with you, my friend. How's yours?
Still looking for that second job. Been applying all over and stuff. School's all right. I'm starting to realize that I shouldn't be trying to take notes. Like
what?
Like
hold on. There we go.
I've been trying to because they post the lecture slides out beforehand. I've been trying to take the lecture slide notes before that, and I'm starting to realize that just takes up way too much time, and then I don't have time to do the homework that I'm actually supposed to do instead of just doing the lecture notes during the lecture like a dumbass. So I'm gonna just stop doing that at home, and then maybe I'll just actually do work at home. Because I get tired after trying to like write through so many lecture slides, and Yeah. That's pretty much it. I've been catching up with people and stuff. I sold a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, got $70.
Nice. Good job, man.
And they're all commons, which are worth cents. So my friend was very...
I got what you said. Common sense. That's a lame dad joke I just caught you saying.
That wasn't a dad joke.
Yeah, it was. You said common sense.
No, they were commons. They were cents.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but that's... Never mind.
That I didn't mean
Right
for it to
over
be a
your
dad.
head.
No, I get it. It just wasn't a funny dad joke.
Shut up. Anyway.
But yeah, I got $70 for that. Still broke. But
Yeah, don't we know that?
still broke. It's pretty much my week.
I'm just excited about today, mainly. We're recording this Thursday, and Thursday is the beginning of Thursday night football, and I get to go hang out with friends at a bar and drink. So that's always fun. Oh, don't do that.
I'm not a football fan, guys.
I mean, neither am I, but it's still fun to watch football and, drink.
You're just going there for the beer.
And wings. There's like 25 cents a wing.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
No,
Then what are you doing with your life?
it's not Buffalo Wild Wings, but it's like a local bar thing that's in my town. Leave it alone. They have good wings. The beer is good, and the companionship's awesome.
Nah, Buffalo Wild Wings. Damn, man.
Okay, stop comping up to the franchise and just start helping small businesses. All right, that's how we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be helping small businesses, like this podcast, for instance.
Sure.
Anyway, we made it to a commercial, and we'll talk about the reviews of the week.
Hello, Audio Marks. I'm here to talk to you about Patreon. Patreon is a website dedicated to giving more power to the content creator and their patrons who support them. By giving them an avenue of direct support, these creators can create any kind of art with Patreon. Music, drawings, videos, and yes, podcasts. There's no middleman. So please head over to our page on Patreon, Marks for Life Podcast, to support us with a $2 donation. With this donation, you can get all of our podcasts on our page, and you can get a special shout out from ourselves, Jimmy and CJ. Or you could just do the regular dollar donation just to support the podcast. Now back to the show, Audio Marks. Thank you very much.
And we're back.
Are we?
Well, I don't know. Okay, there we go.
So this week we're going to try out a different format. Instead of just trying to go into Raw and SmackDown and trying to find the best parts of each, we figured that the best thing to do would actually just to find like a top 10 newsworthy lists. Newsworthy events that's been going on and stuff. This way we don't actually have to like call out SmackDown on stuff that wasn't that good. Or Raw that wasn't that good or something.
And we don't have to just subjugate it to WWE. We're including outside wrestling stuff as well. That's important.
Yes.
So that's always a good thing. So let's kick it off with the first thing, and it's JBL leaving the SmackDown commentary team.
Thank God. Oh my God. I didn't realize how much I didn't enjoy JBL until his replacement came. And I was like, wow, this is fantastic.
And his replacement is none other than the awesome, the amazing, the great Corey Graves.
The savior of misbehavior.
The voice of WWE, the official voice of WWE at this point.
I am very happy with Corey Graves and his selection to be on SmackDown for a big reason, and that's because it is the original 3-man NXT booth on SmackDown right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited about it.
Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves were probably my favorite 3-man team. Like, my favorite 3-man commentating team. Not 2-man. Like, my favorite 2-man commentating team was Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler.
Really?
My favorite.
I was always a Taz and Michael Cole fan. They were so good together.
Taz and Michael Cole were pretty good, but I'm always a classic.
That's fair.
But the 3-man commentating booth, no one did it better than those 3.
Yeah, I will say I'm really happy that those NXT guys together on the same show. But I think my main question is, do you think Corey Graves is going to handle it? Because he's got to do Raw. He's got to do SmackDown.
That's all.
It's just SmackDown?
Raw and SmackDown. He doesn't have to do...
well, and then plus pay-per-views that week. And then he's also got other responsibilities as well.
Well, he doesn't have to do 205 Live.
No.
Or Main Event, which were probably the bigger stuff that he had to do. But I think I remember reading somewhere he always relished the challenge, so I hope he's relishing this. But his replacement is actually Nigel McGuinness on 205 Live and main event. So hopefully they can fill that shoes. But I think Corey Graves will be fine.
I don't know. I feel like that's just too much work, and I like the idea that Corey can, uphold
it's an extra 6 days a month.
I know, but still that's still going to be a lot of work.
5 days a month.
We complain about the several hours we spend at school each day for 4 days, and it's basically the same thing.
He travels and then gets paid a lot of money. And plus the schedule, it looks like that they have to be in that town anyways for like the better part of the week. So he's already kind of there.
Yeah, so like I can understand like for a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam. Like that would probably be in his benefit because he's already there and he gets to spend more time like in the town and enjoying the sights and stuff.
No, but in general they have to be like. I remember I was reading why JBL was leaving, and he said that he would have. There was rumors that he would leave. He would only come to the Tuesday night taping. Meanwhile, they were supposed to stay there since Sunday. So for Corey, it kind of works that they're kind of close together. Like, so he's gonna be there anyways. You might as well just.
All right. So
and plus, he's getting more money for it anyways. So,
which is always a good thing.
Yes.
But let's go back to the JBL side of things. I mean, we know the broad reason why, like him shouting it out to the world, like, oh, I'm gonna be helping my charity and everything, which is good. We're not gonna put any hate on that. That's always a good thing. He's helping kids. What exactly? It was like helping kids do sports and stuff like that. Was it like a self-confidence thing or
something like that?
But I mean, that's always great. It's always good to pour money into a charity that helps kids with all that stuff. But do you think this had anything to do with the Mauro Ranallo situation that happened several months ago?
I think the Mauro Ranallo situation put a lot of pressure on the situation, considering JBL had a reputation backstage to be a bully or a ribber, or and that may be the environment of wrestling, but that environment certainly is not up to date with the times. I think that with JBL leaving, it was sudden.
Yeah, it was definitely more sudden than a lot of people had originally thought.
Yeah, so I think that for numerous reasons. One, more than likely, was this travel schedule, because he is getting up there and stuff, and he does want to focus on his charity work. Probably the pressure from WWE because of the bullying aspect being brought more into mainstream light. Probably wanting to push him out without punishing him. And also, I don't mind it. I don't mind him leaving for new blood.
Yeah, that's true.
New commentating. So
here's another question I want to ask. Do you think JBL is a bully, or do you think he goes a little bit too far when his ribs? Because I think he goes a little too far in the ribs. I don't think he's purposely trying to be a bully. I feel like that would show more like on screen as we've seen him through television and stuff. If he was more of a bully, I'm saying.
I think that his ribs are difficult, but he also comes from the mindset of, weeding out the weak from that era of the Attitude Era and, and hazing. Hazing is certainly a type of bullying, and he's been known to do that. So,
through definition,
he would be considered a bully. But
like on the face value, do you believe through his action? Well, not through his actions, but like through his personality and like who he is as a genuine human being. Do you think he's a bully?
I think that he likes putting people beneath him.
All right, that's actually kind of interesting.
But
yeah, because there's definitely been instances where that's kind of been the case. There's this before we started doing the podcast and like getting more into like the social media aspect of watching wrestling and watching other people's stuff. I used to watch a YouTube show on a channel called What Culture, and they always had this show called WTF moments of
Mm-hmm.
WWE or SmackDown. And the main guy is a British guy who has a persona of being a king, which is hilarious. And one of his ribs is that every time JBL screws up on the commentary, he would always say, "It's Johnny o'clock." And he would have like this big flashing JBL head with a clock and all like these weird other things. And then he would roast JBL essentially for being a bad commentator. And it was hilarious. I'll show you a couple of YouTube videos like in that. And I'll even show the best of JBL, Johnny o'clocks on our social media at some point.
All right.
But let's move on to another thing that really happened. Another even great news that happened was Ric Flair is doing well. He's alive. He's doing a lot better. Just thank God for the Nature Boy. He has cheated death again. In my opinion, I think he's cheated death multiple times. That this is probably the first time it's been more, common, like out there throughout social media.
Well, he did get into a plane crash and almost died.
Well, yeah, there's that, but that was years ago, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there was that one, but he definitely cheated death again, and we're all excited, and we're gonna give a big ol' to him. Thank you, Ric Flair, for sticking with us. Did you see his video that he posted on Twitter?
No, but I heard what it was.
Oh God, it was great. I love the fact that he could still cut a promo after dealing with that, and the fact that he has a T-shirt that says "I ain't dead yet, mother effer," and it was great. Anyway, let's go to some, I think, controversial news.
Oh, definitely. I have some thoughts on this.
Which is Raw will be airing on Christmas and New Year's Eve day.
No, New Year's Day.
New Year's Day,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, okay.
It's a week apart. If it's going to air on Christmas.
I know that. I'm just...
I don't know how to... I don't think that this is...
Would it be New Year's Eve then?
No. New Year's Eve is on a Sunday.
Okay.
That's 6 days.
Okay, this is why I'm tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. to go to school today. Like, this shouldn't be a thing. But regardless of that, Raw will be airing on Christmas and
New Year's Day.
Why? I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I can understand New Year's Day. That, to me, is perfectly fine. Christmas, I feel like that's a bit of an overkill. I mean, unless they're lowering the prices of the tickets and also doing something really special for the fans and stuff like that, I don't see why they should be doing this. Do you?
Nope. There is literally no reason for any of this. They're only looking for more days, and this is getting a lot of backlash from wrestling families and stuff, especially the Hardy families and stuff. Jeff Hardy's wife, Matt Hardy's wife, they're already going to social media about this, and this is kind of ridiculous though, having because they're already on the road for 300 plus days a year, and then to also have them miss Christmas and New Year's, that's kind of
to me, New Year's is like, okay, like I don't think it's really that big of a deal if they're missing out on New Year's Day, because everyone celebrates on New Year's Eve and then goes into the day, and then you get a huge night's rest, then wake up at I don't know, let's say noon if they're partying that hard, and then go and do work, and then have Raw that 8 o'clock. So for New Year's Day, is in my opinion totally fine. It's Christmas more so that's a bit irritating, especially where I come from. Being a person that has that celebrates Christmas not from just a regular holiday, Hallmark holiday, but also from a religious aspect. It's a little insulting, just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know what WWE's doing with that. I hope they revoke that decision.
Well, hopefully,
or it's a one-time thing.
My curiosity is it when it says airing, it's going to be live?
Yeah, it's going to be airing live.
Okay, because I have a huge problem. Okay, that's one huge problem. I think that they should do something different and do a taped thing that's very Christmas themed, like the Friday night beforehand, and do like a nice big kind of like what are those things like it's like a live. It's like one of those like a variety show kind of thing.
Not gonna lie, what I would enjoy is just Raw. Not like what I would enjoy for Raw and New Year's, or at least Raw for Christmas, is just to have replays of like the best matches of Raw from the past year, or best matches of WWE from the past year, or like highlights from those, like a look back and stuff.
Yeah, I like that idea better. I think and if they are going to do something, they should do something. They should probably live stream it from the Stanford offices to then replay everything and have like Mauro Ranallo, Nigel McGuinness, and Corey Graves do the commentary and do analysis of that for the entire year. That's what they should do. I really have a hard time believing that they are going to do it.
Like a pre-recorded Slammy Award.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be cool. But
or at least it'll be better, and at least it's not like robbing most of these people of a Christmas vacation or a Christmas holiday if they celebrate Christmas in that sense.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, this is still going to be definitely heavily talked about throughout the rest of the year, and especially as it gets closer to that time.
Definitely.
But let's kick it off to the Intercontinental title match that happened on Raw.
It wasn't bad.
I thought it was good. The Miz, I think, did really good against Jeff. I was surprised by how good it was.
What I'm trying to figure out now is now that he's pinned Jeff Hardy, where does it go from here? Does he continue to feud with the Hardys? Does he finally get to face Jason Jordan in an Intercontinental title match? Like, there's no end game for the Miz, and it bugs me a lot.
But I think it bugs everybody, and I think it also bugs the Miz because I'm pretty sure that's not what the plan was. I mean, the plan was definitely for him and Roman Reigns to have a match.
Yes.
That was definitely the plan. And I would have actually really liked that. That would have been sweet.
So is he just like spinning his wheels then?
I think he has to force himself to do it because I'm pretty sure he did not want to do that. Mm-hmm. I mean, he probably would have. I'm pretty sure he would have liked the match with Jeff. It's just this match to me, though good, it was definitely a one-off.
Yeah.
And it was just, why even bother doing it like this? You just spoiled a match that could have had a really good story on it. And I mean, it was still good. I enjoyed watching it for what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they're going with the Hardys. I don't know where they're going with most of this entire WWE roster.
Well, for at least Raw, we know like the main players or what they're gonna do, but like some of these mid carders and undercarders, it's definitely a struggle.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty then, let's move on to
the end of Carmelsworth.
Okay, hold on. Before you, I can already tell that you're in that mindset. You're giving out that hand gesture in the eyes, so I don't mind it ending. I just wish they did it in a better way. That's all I have to say. And technically, they didn't even.
Why the hell did she kiss him?
I don't know.
Why? I was so happy that she tore into that genetic freak.
I don't know. I think now we're gonna get a more submissive Ellsworth.
How much more submissive can you be?
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess less talky and probably more bumbling than what he is now. I don't know. My perfect idea of ending Carl Ellsworth is if Big Cass moved on to SmackDown and then totally obliterated Ellsworth into 205 Live. That's what I would have loved to see. But, of course, that's not what we're going to happen because Big Cass got injured. But I don't know. What do you think?
I am happy. I was happy because I thought it ended. I was like, yes, go Carmella. Kick him to the curb. Then she kisses him and slaps him and confuses me. And I don't know what to do. And I just want it to end.
Have you noticed that she stopped wearing, like, his face on her...
She stopped that a while ago.
I don't know.
After his suspension was up. Suspension.
I mean, I think it's just interesting that Carmella's now starting to get a different opinion on Ellsworth than what we're used to seeing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I liked Carmelsworth for a while. I thought that was a really good pairing for...
It's run its course.
And it wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those really, like, good upset stories of, like, oh, we know that this isn't going to fail, but then it turns out it does.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Big Cass to debut to just beat the pummel out of...
That would be cool.
Yeah, and then we actually get the real on-screen relationship of Carmella and Big Cass.
Ruling their divisions, respectively.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. I mean, after that, he would be WWE champion. I mean,
Yes.
and then we still have Carmella being women's champion. I mean, I would love to see that.
Do you think Carmella should cash in soon, or do you think they should try and milk it?
No. I'm sticking to what I said originally and be like, no, let's keep this going until the next Money in the Bank, and she totally forgets to cash it in until the night then. Or she gets traded to Raw, and then they do a Money in the Bank ladder match on the Raw one, and it's been like right around the time it's been about a year for the SmackDown one, and then goes on to SmackDown to cash it in, and then she'll unify the titles. That's what I would like to see. What do you think?
I don't know. Everyone's starting to spin their wheels at this point. Like Becky, Charlotte, Tamina, Lana. Everyone's just spinning their wheels at this point. There's like no real main story. It's really just Natalya, Carmella, Naomi.
Yeah, it's the division itself is still wrapped around the title, which is a problem.
Like, not gonna lie, with the hype that's going into Sin City SmackDown next week with Natalya versus Carmella, I can easily see Carmella cashing it in there, but using James Ellsworth in like the best way possible by having him hold like Natalya while she just brutalizes Natalya.
Okay.
Like, just hold.
No, I get what you're saying. I don't know. That seems like a bit much, and I feel like after this entire episode that we just saw with how Carl Ellsworth kind of quote unquote ended, I think we're gonna get a more baffling, like more clumsy Ellsworth that's gonna somehow screw it up for Carmella. I don't know.
He better not.
I hope not, but we'll see what happens.
On the next step, next thing on our agenda is the Strowman highlight reel.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
What to say?
Sorry, I have it color coordinated on our board, but I completely forgot. It's just a huge brain fart. But anyway, let's go back to it. There we go.
On this week's episode of Strowman's highlight reel, he puts Big Show through a cage.
And probably the best big man match I've seen in quite a long time. Just wow.
Strowman and Big Show have excellent chemistry.
Yeah.
Like, this put over Strowman again. And Strowman's been doing so much highlight reels. Throwing chairs, tossing ambulances, surviving ambulance crashes, kicking Apollo Crews midair, putting Big Show through a steel cage after their steel cage match. And that was an excellent match nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like Strowman's a lot stronger than we thought. Like, on it, like I know like the whole ambulance thing like was supposed to make him really strong, but we all know that was fake.
Yeah.
But like he picked up a 500-pound giant. Like, you can't deny that was amazing.
Yes.
And he did it in a way that protected him and protected Big Show. It's still impressive that way.
Did you realize how Big Show... Because rumors have it that this is going to be Big Show's last match. Because he's going to get hip surgery. And he was planning to retire sometime this end of this year.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast on the way to this library studio, I guess you could say, about that. I think it's a good send-off for him.
Yeah.
I feel like this was... I can't believe I'm about to say this, but this was... And sadly saying that this is the best Big Show match that we've seen in a very, very long time.
Yes, I've been thoroughly enjoying the Strowman Show matches. Just here's the thing. You know he made his debut in a steel cage match, right? And he made his debut by ripping open the steel cage. Just as he was put through the steel cage, so it's kind of poetic.
Oh, yeah, for Big Show. I thought you were saying for Strowman. I'm
No,
like,
for Big Show,
no, that's
yeah.
not- No, I know. I remember now. It was against Stone Cold, about the other guy that we just put on the bump out thing.
It was Stone Cold and Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I
Same
know.
Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yeah, and the winner of that match, I think. And if Stone Cold won, he would be headlining WrestleMania. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember. I mean, I think this is good for Strowman. I think day in, day out, he's just getting better and better and really showing that this is the top guy. Like,
Yes.
honestly showing that he's the top guy. I think it's a bit of a hindrance on the fact that he's still being presented as a heel when he's clearly a babyface.
I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's being presented as a babyface against Brock Lesnar. I think he's
I mean, we'll see what
I
happens.
think this is moving him towards a face turn.
I hope so, because hopefully that leads into like somehow getting another Roman Reigns match, but Roman Reigns actually accepts the fact that he's a heel. But we'll see what happens.
Maybe Reigns will lose against John Cena, turn heel, and then just keep spearing him into a barricade.
That would
Over.
be the smart booking decision, but as we know, that's not how they do things at WWE.
Nope. They just put big men through cages.
I should have put out the other one, that other bump out.
Oh, God, no.
No, I'll save that for another time.
All right.
All right, so let's talk about the Kevin Owens show on SmackDown.
Yes.
That was amazing.
Kevin Owens obliterated Shane McMahon on the mic. Shane McMahon obliterated Kevin Owens with his fists. Kevin Owens now is going to sue Shane McMahon and the McMahon family. McMahon is now suspended, and Vince McMahon is coming to Sin City SmackDown. What do you want to see out of this? Because I have something in mind right now.
I kind of want to see Vince actually kind of betray Shane in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would like to see. Like cowardly appeal to Kevin Owens.
How do you want to see this? Like, what do you want to see the end game with this? Because I have something in mind.
I want Kevin Owens to run SmackDown. I mean,
So we're on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely. They put the commissionership on the line at what? Hell in a Cell. When is Hell in a Cell?
October.
Oh, okay. I thought it was next. Isn't it? It's not
October
next.
5th, I think.
October.
No
5th?
Mercy is coming up.
No Mercy. That's for Raw though.
Yes.
Isn't there supposed to be one in?
I guess Hell in a Cell is just...
Can you look it up?
Hell in a Cell is the next pay-per-view. They announced it.
No, I know. The next pay per view that's supposed to be up after No Mercy, or it's the next SmackDown pay per view.
It's the next SmackDown pay-per-view.
Because I could have sworn it was this Sunday, and we just completely. I don't know.
No.
That's what I.
Oh, God, no.
I hope not, because then that kind of just blew over our heads after, some interesting things that happened on this past SmackDown.
Yeah,
Well, while you're looking in that, I really just like Kevin Owens' whole spiel. I feel like that's just I don't want to say a recurrence, but it's like a remolding of the Kevin Steen character that he had in ROH into WWE. That's
Yeah.
actually the best version of it that we've seen so far in WWE.
him
television.
against authority figures is great television.
He's basically Stone Cold. He's basically CM Punk. I mean,
But we don't like him because he gets into the good authority figures that are fair and nice.
I mean, to be fair to Kevin Owens, Shane did technically screw him. Technically speaking.
That's what makes it so good, is
Yeah,
that
I
everyone
know,
has legit reason. But I think that whatchamacallit, I think that this is going to be great for Kevin Owens. I hope he becomes commissioner out of this.
I really want to see basically SmackDown turn really upside down for like 2 weeks, and then Daniel Bryan has to step in after that.
He can't.
The third week.
Kevin Owens is commissioner.
No. I know that. I'm just saying we'll get 2 really good weeks of really good comedy television for 2 hours,
Yes.
which will be must-see television, and then the third week something with Daniel Bryan. I don't
want
know what exactly, but him challenging his figure, and then because Kevin Owens technically is the boss, would fire said Daniel Bryan.
Or what if there's a Survivor Series match between the two, and then Shane McMahon makes a return as like the 5th member of Daniel Bryan's team?
Yeah, because let's say if it's Sami Zayn, we'll say it's like all the good guys on Daniel's side and all the bad guys on Kevin's. One of the good guys gets knocked out, and then Shane replaces that one good guy. I would like to see that. I would like to see that a lot.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Yeah, not gonna lie, I just want to see him put Sami Zayn in a gauntlet match.
And put him like with every single bad guy that he could throw at him. I think
Yep.
it'd be really funny.
Yes. Like, I'd like to see him put in handicap matches against the Usos. I'd like to see him,
I would like to see him
I'd like to see him versus Baron Corbin in a one-arm match.
something ridiculous like that.
Oh, yeah. There'd be so much great stuff. And it's just all to Sami Zayn.
And it's just for Kevin Owens' pleasure because
Yes.
honestly, I can't wait because it's going to be so exciting.
Like, he would be that kind of GM where he would just make life hell for everyone, but in such a comedic way that he would be enjoying it.
Speaking of making life a living hell for everyone. Oh God, I can't even believe we're about to talk about this. But
What the fuck, Dolph Ziggler?
You know what? You just made the list.
he really did. I don't know what Dolph was doing. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed some of it. I thought it was like funny, but it was like that funny that quickly turned cringe, like right at the back end of it. It was just, why? I don't understand what you're doing.
Like, he has points that we only really care about gimmicks, but
He had a gimmick though. He was shaking his ass because he was the show off, and he was
everyone
making fun of,
has that gimmick.
yes, but he clearly had it better, and that's why he's upset because he's a snowflake. That's why. No, I really don't believe that, but I don't know. I don't understand the reason.
Dolph Ziggler needs to leave.
I don't want him fired or anything like that. I just want him to. I feel like he knows better than that, and I feel like he's being shoehorned into this, and I really don't like that. But I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, and I feel really, really upset by it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Ziggler. This gimmick sucks.
I mean, it's funny because he's making fun of gimmicks, and that's the gimmick, is making fun of other it's
that
just
has such a short shelf life.
and it's so stupid. And the way that he did it was not. It started off funny for a little bit, and then not funny, and then why? Just why? Anyway, let's move on to something a little bit better, I guess you could say, and that's the
Fatal 4-Way Raw Women's Championship match between Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, and Emma. I want Emma to win.
Yeah. Either that or I don't know. I mean, I'm torn between her and Nia at this point because I think right now we need to focus on turning Sasha heel and get her into a match with Bayley ASAP. That's my opinion on that. But as far as the championship goes, I'm not going to be mad either way if Nia or Emma wins because they are incredible.
Emma steals the pin. Triple threat match between Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, and Emma. Nia Jax turns face. Sasha turns heel on Bayley after Survivor Series.
Way to book the match. Good job. Slow
Thanks.
clap.
And then because it's going to be a Survivor Series 4-way elimination between the 4 horsewomen of NXT versus 4 horsewomen of MMA.
We'll get into that when we talk about the Mae Young Classic Part 1.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the very last note that we want to make, and that's the newest signee for WWE is Donovan Dijak, which I'm excited about.
I was looking him up. He's got some good stats about him. 6'7", 270 pounds and stuff. So
he won the ROH Top Prospects Tournament, I think, in 2015.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yep, and he was also part of a faction with Jay Lethal called the House of Truth.
Okay, I know who that. I know that faction. Yeah.
I'm very excited because Dijak is basically well, I don't want to say like another big cast, but he's basically another big cast, but he has like another Ring of Honor name to it. And if he gets signed and goes to NXT, that's just another big man for the ROH stable that they're planning to do down there.
That would be interesting.
I would love to see that. And there's a couple others that they added. We already talked about Leo Rush, who signed.
Yes, Leo Rush is signed. You already have Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly.
And they also signed, I believe his name is Keith Lee, who is like, it's hard to describe him, but he's like Taz. Like, think of like a Taz-sized wrestler, but can do moonsaults off the top rope.
Yeah.
And that's Keith Lee.
Oh,
that
wow.
I'm really excited about.
Who would you like to see him feud with in NXT first?
In NXT? Orny Lorcan. And I know that's like a weird thing, but like...
But wasn't he Biff Busick in ROH? He was in ROH at one point, right?
Oh, wow. Oh, you're talking about Keith Lee?
No, Oni Lorcan.
Orny Lorcan?
I think he was Biff Busick.
I don't remember. But I definitely want to see Oni Lorcan because I feel like for a size comparison, I think Dijak is a bit taller. And Oni Lorcan, I feel, fills that hole of mid-Carter, and it would be a good introduction for Dijak to come in.
Or Cassius Ohno. You can have a feud with that guy.
That's true, but I also want to see more Cassius and Atami.
No, that's ended.
That's ended officially?
That's pretty much done. They had a blow-off feud. Cassius won.
Oh, okay.
They had a blow-off match. No DQ.
All right, but let's see where that goes for Dijak. I'm very excited.
Yes.
It's definitely getting there. It's weird because they're getting like smaller guys, but also like mid card guys, and then they're getting like these big guys.
Yes.
And it seems like they don't really know who to sign really, and it's exciting because they're getting different people, and I really want them to thrive in the WWE environment. But let's kick it off to one more break, and then we'll finally talk about the Mae Young Classic.
And we're back. All right. Time for the Mae Young Classic review so far. Now,
hold on. Before we do that, we're putting out a huge spoiler alert. If you have not watched any of the Mae Young Classic, you need to stop listening and go check that out.
Yes.
The first 8 episodes are up.
Yes.
With the last 4 or 2 that are coming
There's
up
only
now.
one more coming up, and that's going to be the final match.
Okay. So
First off, because my partner here has only watched the first 4 episodes and does not know what happened beyond the first round. Who do you think made it to the final 2?
damn, I honestly don't know. Cause, God. I'm gonna say. I'll just go for a Hail Mary. I'm gonna say Viper. No, not Viper. Piper.
Piper Niven.
Piper Devin and
Niven.
Viven.
Niven.
Niven.
Piper Niven.
Niven.
Yes.
That's what I said.
No, Divin. You said Divin.
I said Divin,
Riven.
and then I corrected it to Niven. So Niven.
Okay.
And what is it? Mia Yim. And those are the 2. I'm probably wrong, but I'm gonna.
You're
go
definitely
with
wrong.
Oh, damn it! I'm already mad because I really wanted Mia Yim to win, but all right.
Okay. So.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna read out Jimmy's messages because I didn't put them out on Instagram. I'm going to later on, but it's just very.
Yeah, I put them
funny.
on Twitter for those of you who want to.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I was very emotional through a lot of it. I will say the first round was pretty good, and I was shocked by a lot of it.
Are you effing kidding me? Kaylee loses.
Yeah, go on.
Is
Keep going.
Vanessa Bourne related to Evan Bourne?
That might be one of my favorite ones.
Spear. Yes, Serena moves on. Shayna looks scary. Let's go Lath. Gabbert is way scarier than Shayna. Loud noises. Let's see. Let's go Bell, as in Marty Bell. And then damn it. Let's see.
Do I have the one for Belair on there, or Bianca, or whatever her name is?
Belair, stupid hair.
Yep, that's it.
She is killing Tessa right now. As in Tessa Blanchard.
Okay, so let's. Okay. There's a lot to put into that, which is about a little bit confusion, but I will say I enjoyed, for what I saw for the first 4 episodes, really good. Was definitely surprised, and I think that's what a tournament is supposed to do. Because in the past other 2 tournament ones, you kind of knew what was going to happen. This is the only one that I actually didn't know what was going to happen that well.
Yeah.
And I think it made it more exciting.
It was really good. I was very happy with it. There's a lot of top prospects.
There was one surprising veteran that I didn't expect at first until she was brought up, and it was Serena.
Yes, Serena deserves to be signed either in an NXT capacity or
put her back
coach.
on Raw, have her feud with Mickie James, because that's going to be funny, because that will continue something that happened on TNA as well. Either that or put her back on Raw and see what happens when her and Gallows interact with each other.
That's what I heard. I heard that was good.
That I would love to see that, though.
All right. Do you want to know who the final two is?
Let's not spoil that
just yet. Okay.
What
was your favorite match so far in the tournament?
That I've watched? Blanchard and what was the other?
Oh, Tessa Blanchard and Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. That was the best match of the first round of any tournament, because they were incredible.
I agree with that.
That was the best match.
I love Kairi Sane. She is like my favorite out of the entire tournament.
But Tessa Blanchard was my favorite out of the entire tournament.
And she lost.
But it was a fantastic match.
I
would be surprised if she doesn't get signed because of it.
Mae Young, though, I feel like Mae Young and Sarah Logan was the better match.
It was also a good match. I'll agree with that.
That was really good.
I'm really happy about Mae Young advancing. I think that she's also going to get signed, hopefully, and I would love to see her be in that. She was really good. I mean, when I first saw Mae Young, she was Jade in
TNA.
Yeah, and it wasn't good up until she branched out from the Dollhouse faction that she was a part of, and
yes.
became a total badass. So I'm very excited about that. Shayna scares me. I don't know how much more I can say that, but she scares me. She seems like she can hurt someone, like a lot.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? The other one that was
Jazzy Gabbert.
She's also terrifying, but from a completely different standpoint. And
I was surprised she lost first round.
Yeah, but I was hoping there'd be more of a story on it. I'm curious. Did my prediction about her interfering with Lath's match? No, that didn't happen. Damn it. Okay.
Oh, stop. This tournament's about honor.
I know, but
Pete Dunne is not in the tournament.
No, but that would have been sweet, though. You're telling me that wouldn't have been awesome to watch? And then we would have actually seen another match of Lath and Gabbard on NXT or something like that. And that would have been sweet.
There's a lot of people here that should be signed. And there's a lot of people coming in with a lot of hype. You had Rachel Evers, Marty Bell, Kaylee Ray, Mercedes Martinez.
She was another
LeRae.
one I was shocked by Mercedes. She was
I'm not shocked by her because I heard about her a lot for the past couple of years. I just never saw her match, but I heard a lot. She actually trained Shayna Baszler.
Oh yeah, that's right, because they were in Shimmer together. Yeah.
But you had a lot of people come in with hype. Candice LeRae came in with hype. Sarah Logan, we know from NXT. Mae Young. You have Shayna Baszler.
Marty Bell. You had
Tessa Blanchard.
Kairi
Sane came in
Dana
with
Purrazzo.
Let's see.
Piper, who
Piper was unknown in my opinion.
When you know what it is, she was in ICW as Viper.
That's
okay.
Why.
So from an international standpoint, she had a lot of hype. But I knew her from some of the English wrestling stuff that I watched. So
Serena Deeb, Santana Garrett.
Santana Garrett, that was another one I totally forgot about. But
Lacey Evans came in from NXT. Toni Storm. I love Toni Storm. She was good too.
But I think that there's a lot of really top women prospects that will definitely fill, I think, all three women's divisions in Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And they should, because they really need it. And I really want to see Tessa Blanchard versus Charlotte for the title at some pay-per-view at some point in the future, because that would be amazing. I
want to see the 4 horsewomen, because they've been hinting at this all throughout the freaking tournament, and it's not cool if they're not going to do it.
They're definitely doing it. Don't tell me that they're not.
The 4 horsewomen of MMA, including Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, versus the 4 horsewomen of NXT, Charlotte, Sasha, Becky, and Bayley. Book it, Survivor Series elimination match.
I'm curious. Something I didn't know, that one of the 4 horsewomen of MMA, do you know who her fiance is?
Who?
Roderick Strong. Yeah. I'm shocked by that too. Did not know that.
Well then, we can have Roderick Strong versus Becky Lynch's boyfriend, who's an MMA fighter.
But it'll be in a Lion's Den match.
Yes.
And it'll be a fight. It'll be a straight-on fight.
Who do you think? Name 3 people that came in that you didn't really know, didn't really have hype for, that you were thoroughly impressed with.
What was the person who faced Tessa again? I'm sorry, her name is just
Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane. I did not know her. I thought that her look was pretty interesting, and I liked it.
I like how she has like an anime feel to her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And she blew my mind of how well she did.
Yes.
That was one. Mercedes Martinez. Did not know her name, but I was very excited about her. And who else? There was one more, and I couldn't think of it. But and then I can't think of one. I can't think of another one at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked Piper. I knew about her though, so that's why I'm not putting her on that list. But I knew about her. I was shocked by how well she did with I think it was Dana Perazzo. She did really well, and I was really happy about her advancing because I could have sworn they put Dana Perazzo, who looked like freaking Wonder Woman.
Yes.
So
fun fact: Princessa Suhei does the same thing in the next round.
Really? You're kidding me?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So that was a spoiler, just to let everyone know who also didn't watch the second rounds of.
I didn't say who lost.
No, I know. But just in case they didn't watch the second or third, was the second and third rounds?
Huh?
The next 4 episodes, where there's a second and fourth.
It's all the way up to the finals.
So how many rounds is that?
So that's 3 more rounds.
3 more rounds. Okay, so from 2 to 4 rounds. That's what I didn't watch. But I'm very excited to see. Can I just talk about Bianca Belair for a second, because she both confuses me and makes me frustrated.
I like Bianca Belair. She was actually one of my.
She's a good wrestler. It's just she did this stupid thing with her hair. It's like, oh, she's gonna whip someone with her hair.
That's scary.
No, I did not like it. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was really stupid. Like, I wish that she had it like in a bun and then turned it down, and then somehow she whipped her head to make the whip from her hair. That would have been
Nah, that reminds me of... No, what she's doing right now is reminding me of Khal Drago was a woman and decided to use his hair as a weapon. Like, she's intimidating. Like, she was actually one of my exciting prospects. Because...
Yeah, Bianca Belair.
Yes.
Okay.
Out of, like, the people that came in with no hype, like, Kairi Sane, I heard a lot about. And plus,
and there's that other girl who lost in the first round. Oh, no, that one against... Kaylee Ray. What was her name?
Kaylee Ray.
She faced against...
Princessa Suhei.
Oh, no, not her. No, she... I don't remember what happened.
Princessa Suhei defeated Kaylee Ray.
No, I know that. It wasn't that one. I think it was the match after that. And it was another, I think, Chinese wrestler. I forget.
Xia Li.
Yes.
The first Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, then she lost again. Yeah, that was it.
That was her first match ever on television.
It was good. I liked it.
I enjoyed her. Piper Niven, I never heard about her before, but she thoroughly impressed me. I hope they sign her.
You know what she is to me? She's like the babyface version of Nia Jax.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
And I really hope she gets signed, because that would be sweet.
I was impressed with Kavita Devi, the Indian women's wrestler.
You just really want to see that Indian faction on SmackDown grow just one woman strong, correct?
Is scary and like... Well, not scary, but she is strong, and she's a better Kali. She is a better Kali. Like, I would want her...
Oh, my God.
I would want her to be a part of the Jinder Mahal faction. 1, yes, because she's Indian. 2, she could be China to his Triple H.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that would be sweet.
I would love that. It would be so good, and it would change it up.
Hopefully they listen to that, and they go, yeah, we should definitely put her, because she'll be the China of this.
Yes, and then Jinder Mahal can face The Miz, and then Maurice and Kavita Devi can have a fight. But another person I was impressed with, Rhea Ripley, the Aussie fighter, the soccer fighter. Mm-hmm. She was really good, too. She was really good. I liked her.
I think that this tournament so far has just shown that we need to watch more women's wrestling. We need to find a way to watch Shimmer, because that's basically where they got most of these people.
There was a lot of good wrestlers here. Abby Lathe was another good one. She was representing Mae Young, actually. She was trained by someone who was trained by Mae Young, so she was carrying Mae Young's legacy. And I liked that. I liked how they included that and stuff. I didn't think she would like do well against Jazzy Gabbert, but damn.
I wish that they did the thing where after that match, because Gabbert looked like an actual heel, that she kind of gave disrespect to Lath. And then in the second round, like, got Lath
she respected her after it.
No, I know, but I wish that she didn't.
I got you.
And then, because that would have been a story, because like throughout all these tournaments, after the tournaments, there's really no story that went beyond that. And I think if they added that mix to it, they basically would have had stories going out of the tournament, and it would have made it more exciting to watch these women post the tournament.
I like Candice wrestling.
Yeah.
Candice LeRae, she's really good. I like her.
I like the fact that she's not trying to ride on Gargano's coattails, but I feel like the fans are like, yeah, that's Mrs. Wrestling.
Yeah. I hate Shayna Baszler.
Really? Wow.
You'll find out later in the tournament.
Okay. I think we now have to get to a point where we have to spoil the next couple episodes of...
Who do you want to win?
Out of all of the ones from the first round.
Yes, because I already told you Piper and Mia, it's not happening.
Okay, so if I had to guess two more, I'm going to go with Lath and Martinez.
That was actually the quarterfinal match.
Damn it! Although now that you bring that up, that would be probably a really good match. Was it?
It was pretty good.
Alrighty. Go on. It's all right. Unless you want to keep playing this guessing game.
I do like playing this guessing game.
All right. Is it Lath and Belair?
Wow, you are horrible at this. No. You didn't mention the two names.
You go on. It's all right.
Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane.
Oh, really? They're the ones who made it to the finals.
Yes.
Ooh. I can tell by your enthusiasm that this is going to end really.
I want Kairi to win so badly because I don't like Shayna Baszler.
Why don't you like Shayna?
Because of what she did in the tournament.
What did she do?
Do you really want to know?
Yes. Hold on. Okay, go on.
Spoiler. She defeats Candice LeRae.
No.
Spoiler. She chokes her out after the bell.
Oh, okay. So
and
she
continues to choke her out.
All right.
While Gargano's trying to get her off.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. That went really dark.
It was bad. It was bad.
Was it bad from a storytelling perspective, or was
no?
it
Storytelling was great, but it was just bad to watch. I hated Shayna. Oh.
Oh God. I don't know. God, that's really good storytelling right there. Wow.
Yeah, but Kairi Sane.
That's like on par with the Tyler Bate Pete Dunne ending to that. Wow.
There are a lot of good matches, though, in my opinion. There are a lot of great prospects. I am praying they sign a lot of these women's wrestlers.
If not all. To be honest, they could probably do all 32, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like they could probably keep some of them for like on part-time like contracts, like Blanchard and Perazzo and what was the other one that I'm thinking of? Not Sarah Logan.
Rachel Evers.
Yeah, Rachel Evers. That's the one.
Not gonna lie, I want to see Kairi Sane versus Asuka.
Yep, I want to see that.
That would be so great.
Blanchard versus Flair is the one I saw. I want to see Blazer and Lynch.
Baszler and Lynch?
Yes, because then, like, I don't know, some like shenanigans would happen, and then that's how you bring in the cyborg. That would be so good. And then,
my God.
I don't know. I would like to see Piper and Nia because
there's a lot of dream matches now, right now.
Yeah, like I would really really thinking about it. I really want to see Piper and Nia Jax because the one thing that we've actually never seen in a WWE match for is a big woman versus another just as big woman.
We would have had it with Karma and Beth Phoenix, but Karma had to go and get pregnant.
I mean, kinda. Not really. But
I want to see Toni Storm versus Emma.
Yes.
Oh, that would be so good.
Mia Yim and Asuka would be really good as well.
Mia
I know
Yim
we're kind
and
of like
Asuka.
putting similar like ethnic groups like together. And stuff like
I'm
that,
putting
but, like,
similar styles.
I'm just putting people that I think would have really good matches with each other.
Yeah, or like trying to think who else would be really good. I'd like to see Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm because that didn't happen in the tournament, and I would have loved to have seen that.
I'd like to see Lath and what was the other one I was thinking?
Bailey?
No. Bliss. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I like how we're not mentioning Sasha Banks in any of this.
It's not because I don't want to. It's because right now she needs to focus on being heel, and then once she turns heel, then I would like to see her face like
Mercedes Martinez versus Sasha Banks.
No, I'd like to see.
Oh,
them
come
team
on,
up.
that would
No,
be good.
No. I'd like to see them team up because they're both like, I don't want to say what I'm thinking. Right
For the
now,
longest
but-
time, I thought they were the same person until like recent.
Wait,
like,
hold
past couple
on.
years.
I was listening to a podcast last week, and they were talking about, and it was what was it? It was Sasha and on the Sam Roberts podcast, and she was talking about what her original wrestling name was going to be, and it was going to be Mercedes, but because there was already another Mercedes, and it was Mercedes Martinez.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I would like to see them actually work as a tag team or a group, those two, because I feel like they complement each other really well.
I would have liked to see like, I don't know who I want to see. That would be like very interesting. I would like to see Mickie James and Serena Deeb.
Definitely. Also, did not know that her last name was Deeb. She's always been Serena.
Yes.
As far as as I've known her.
I like how they incorporated the whole straight edge society thing into it. Like, oh, I had problems with alcohol and that led to my exit, which it kind of did.
Yeah, it did.
Because she didn't keep kayfabe. She was found in a bar drinking, and they had to write her. They fired her because of that, because she didn't keep the kayfabe. So, which I'm pretty happy they kind of kept with kayfabe. Not happy that they fired Serena, but I'm kind of upset Sarah Del Rey was not in the tournament.
I was upset. Yeah, Sarah Del Rey. I think that would have been sweet if like one of like the wrestlers got injured, like maybe in kayfabe or not. But like they got injured and they couldn't do it, and they found the replacement, and it was Sarah Del Rey. That would have been sweet. They need to do stuff like that.
I want to see Princessa Suhei or Bianca Belair versus Naomi.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That would be very good. I want to see, because Bianca Belair and Naomi are probably two of the best pure athletes.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, I'll compliment her on her athleticism, but I just don't. I don't know. I thought the hair thing was just stupid to me. I don't know why.
You've obviously never been whipped before.
That was in bad taste. That was a bad joke, but I understand. But still.
Wow, you took it the wrong way. I meant like physically whipped.
No,
Damn. Damn, I meant physically. You took it there, and not me.
Anyway.
Who do you think would win? Kyrie or who do you want to win?
Well, now it's between Kairi Sane and Baszler. My heart wants to say Kyrie because I think in the tournaments, as we've seen so far, all the baby faces have won. But though my head, that little voice in my head that's saying WWE booking, this is how they're doing it, is probably going to put Baszler over. Baszler. Whatever. Does it really matter?
Yes.
She's not going to find us. She doesn't even know us. If she does, then I'll be dead, and this will then be my last podcast ever.
Yes.
And then on this podcast, I hereby grant you my iPad so you can continue doing podcasts.
Oh, man, I hate iPads.
Oh, stop. They're easy to use.
Nah.
Plus, you need it in order to actually do what we're doing. But anyway, I don't know. My head is saying that they're going to give it to Shayna because I think they want to do the 4 Horsewomen story.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie. I would really like to see that. I just don't think that they need to bury someone like Kyrie, though.
I think Kyrie's going to win.
I hope she does.
She has so much more potential. Yeah, than Shayna.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Because if they bring in Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler is essentially done.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Ronda Rousey is the better Shayna Baszler.
In an MMA sense, but we don't really know how well of a wrestler Ronda Rousey is. The only thing Ronda Rousey has more than Shayna is a name. That's really it. If any, Ronda Rousey is just a draw. And I understand that from a
But she's
business
training to be a
perspective.
wrestler, though.
She's training now, but Shayna's been training longer and is probably even a better professional wrestler than Ronda will. Now, if they play that into a story, like let's say in 2 years' time, that I would like to see Ronda Rousey versus Baszler in a match, and then somehow put that into a Lion's Den, because I feel like we need to have the comeback of the Lion's Den at this point,
Yes.
because that would be interesting. I would love to see that. But I don't know. I think that this tournament was a success. Another tournament a success, and hopefully the next one that they do is a big man tournament. And we'll get to see big men in a wrestling ring, and we'll see Jeff Cobb in it, and we'll see what is it? The guy who's under the mask for I think it's Jeff Cobb, but the guy who's under Mil Muerte's mask.
Oh, yeah.
Or Matanza's mask. I really want to see the guy under Matanza's mask. I think that's Jeff Cobb, but I don't know off the top of my head.
You know who I'd like to see in the big man tournament?
All right.
Abyss.
Oh, man, that'd be sweet. Oh, God.
I would enjoy that very much.
Let's say, so that's 3. They need at least, 16 to do like a 2-day tournament like they did for
32.
Well, 32 if they wanted to do like 8 episodes of it, but if they want to do like 3 episodes, they probably need like 16 guys.
Yeah.
And how many big guy wrestlers are there really? Unless you're going to put WWE guys in it,
No,
which
I
would be an interesting spin. But we'll put that to the shelf because I don't know if they are going to do that. I would like for them to do that. But this is about the women, and this was an excellent
Showcase.
start.
Yes.
Showcase for the women.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned for our podcast. Special shout out to the Sachem Public Library for their continued use of their equipment and space. If you would like to continue listening to us, please follow us on our social media on Twitter at Marks for Life Pod, Instagram at Marks for Life Podcast, and Facebook Marks for Life Podcast. And continue to support us through Patreon and SoundCloud at Marks for Life Podcast. And now, check out our YouTube channel, Marks for Life Podcast. Our podcast and new content are coming soon to you. Until next time, Audio Marks.